I got a mic on. Hopefully y'all don't see this cord, but if you do, whatever. Yo, what's up? Eugene Smiles. Eugene Smiles on the beat. Ah, it's your boy. I'm back with another podcast, video podcast, all of that. So today's topic: why I love dogs more than I like people. Hmm. And if you know me, this is really no surprise because I say this like all the time. I say this all the time. But before we get started, like, share, subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube, where you will see this podcast on my YouTube. It's on Spotify and all the other streaming services. Yeah, so I have always been an animal lover, more so dog lover. I don't really fuck with cats. Cats are evil. They're sneaky. They jump on everything. And they're kind of rude. They're kind of rude. You can't, I don't know if you can trust a cat. I can't really trust a cat. But I can trust dogs. Sorry to the cat people, not sorry. But I don't like cats. I've always loved dogs. I don't know, ever since I was a kid. I don't know, they're just such sweet creatures. And I want to talk about why I like dogs more animals. More I like people. Excuse me. Um, let's talk about why I don't like people. People, humans, we're just a destructive species. It's just very destructive. Very destructive. There's no like rehabilitating human beings. Not saying that people like we cannot be rehabilitated, we can't change for the better, but it's really hard, it seems like, because you have to like kind of want to. And in that aspect, when I look at, murderers, rapists, just people that are really have done really horrible things, liars, cheaters, um, they continue to do those things. They literally do. A lot of liars continue to lie. A lot of cheaters continue to cheat. They might get better at not getting caught or covering up their lies. Murderers. I mean, how many serial killers do we know? How many people do we know, like serial killers that we heard of that have never been caught? A lot of them stay in jail so they can't get back out and kill, and do all that horrible stuff. But I look at that compared to animals and dogs. I volunteered in a animal shelter, and a lot of dogs, they'll get like abused and left outside. And when they go to rescue these dogs, it's like the dog is scared and everything, and they eventually get him, and then they're like, X amount of months later, this dog is now friendly, and it's just like, oh, why can't we do that to humans? Like, why can't we just like it's because we know too much. I think our knowledge is really our downfall when it comes to our knowledge is our downfall. Like we realize kind of what we are. We realize that we're beings and that we have effects on things and that effects on other people. We realize we can use our language to hurt or help. We realize that we can be manipulative, and we realize that we can just do all this stuff. And a lot of people take advantage of that. Dogs, I don't think dogs realize everything. I do think that they realize, if I whine, maybe I can go outside. I gotta go pee. If I whine, I can tell them I'm hungry. Or if I stare at them, it's like, I want some of your food. That kind of stuff. But they're not really not damaging. And then when dogs don't purposely do things to hurt you. People do. They don't. I feel like dogs, they don't. I've had a lot of dogs growing up. I've been around a lot of dogs. Really, when I meet people and they have dogs, I like gravitate towards the dog. Oh, hey, it's nice to meet you. Oh, you got a dog. Like, let me let me play with your dog. Um, it's just, it is what it is. So it's just very interesting. So I also want to use this podcast kind of talk about things we can learn from dogs. Things we can learn from dogs. I think they're one of the creatures that, of course, we are probably closest with when it comes to just proximity. You don't know people that have pet monkeys. and pet horses and stuff like that. You like, and even if they do have pet horses, their pet horse is not in the house with them. Their pet horse is not around them all the time. People with dogs, their dogs are usually in the house with them all the time, following them around. People that follow me on social media, Rocco, he's a miniature pinscher. He's literally right there. He's a miniature pinscher and Chihuahua mix. He is on my heels. He's with me all the time. And I used to always be like, Rocco, do you like me? Or do you just like to be in my room? And I would like get up and leave. And I'll go downstairs. If I'm in the bathroom just way too long, he's scratching at the door. And I'll look out the door and there he's just looking at me like, what are you doing? And what I found it out, like even when I'm in the kitchen, he'll look downstairs and just be like, what are you doing? What's taking you so long? It's just, he's very ridiculous and he's very possessive. I think he's like crazy, but he literally just has attached to me, and I have known Rocco for maybe about 3 to 4 years now. And he's crazy. He just stays up under me. Even when people come in, he'll go and like see people, oh hey, da da da, you know what I'm saying, get rubbed or everything. But if he sees me go upstairs or sit down, he's on me. And that's another thing. Dogs literally will love you till the end. They will love you to the end. They'll forgive you. They'll love you to the end. Even though people like to say, I have a friend that says that I'm Uncle Good Time. I don't discipline the dogs. I do discipline the dogs, okay? When they do stuff like use the bathroom in the house or go in the trash can or just do stupid shit. They do get disciplined. They do get popped and they do get put up. But even when I'm fussing at him, like he'll come in and I'm teaching him to get permission to jump on my bed. And he sometimes he'll just jump on the bed and I'm like, get your ass down. And he'll get down, but he won't be like, oh well, fuck you, and run off. Like he'll get down and just still be looking at me like, can I get on the bed again? Like he just he doesn't take it personal. He does not take it personal. And I think with humans, we take everything personal. We take everything personal. You'll say something, not mention a name, or just something that might be a similar situation, and people take it really to heart. And it's just like, I wasn't even talking about you. Or that's not even what I meant. Like, they don't take it personal. When a dog does some shit, when they go into the trash can or they pee on the floor or something. Look, came in my room the other day. I gotta watch Rocco. That nigga is a hamburglar. Came in my room the other day. Shit all on the side of the trash can. And I'm just like, this wasn't like this before I got walked out of my room. And Rocco's just standing by the door. Because he'll do things. But then it's like, he'd be like, all right, cool. Nothing in there. I got what I need out there. And then he'll walk off. And then I'll see him. I said, you go on my trash can? Head go down, ear go down. He's like, oh shit. And he'll go walk off. Like, he knows that he's gone in my trash can. Right? And, put him up, whatever. He gets out the cage. He's just like, okay, I still love you. So can I get back in your lap? Like, can we play? Like, he doesn't hold grudges. He doesn't hold anything against me because he know he was wrong. And I think as humans, we know we're wrong, but we love to act like we weren't wrong. We love to not take accountability for our actions. We love to lie. And, oh, no, I ain't do wrong. Oh, we love to play the victim. I know y'all know people that play the victim all the time. They're playing the victim. And you're just like, bro, you did it. You know you did it. You know you was wrong. Admit to it. Apologize. Move on. Make it right. Animals, dogs, they apologize with their head down. They go in the cage. They go chill for a second. A lot of times when Rocco did some shit that he know he shouldn't have did, let me tell you something. He gets in that cage and he curls up and he lays the fuck down. He don't whine. He don't try to get out the cage. He's like, I fucked up. Let me lay down. Let me take my punishment. And why can't we do that as human beings? Why can't we just say, you know what? I fucked up. Let me fix it. Let me take accountability. Why can't we do that? Ask yourself that. Next time your friend or family member or somebody you know does something and they're playing the victim or trying to backtrack or like, just say, why can't you just take accountability? It doesn't make any sense, right? It's just crazy. And these are animals that are domesticated. Like we train them to tell us to go outside, like to not do certain things. We don't train them to take accountability. We don't train them to recognize when they did something wrong. Like that's just natural instincts. We train them when to tell them that this is wrong and you do this, you're going in the cage or you're gonna get popped. And they recognize that. So when they do get caught, they take their punishment. Now Rocco is a special case. He doesn't even he'll do something and act like he didn't. He won't say nothing if you don't say nothing. That's how that nigga act. It was, I think, when I first started being around Rocco, his real owner was like, oh, you gotta watch Rocco. He sneaks off and he pees on the floor somewhere. And it's like, what? So I don't even know, you know what I'm saying? I know he'll be walking around, but I don't know. And I think a couple of times I've been like, why is this floor wet? What is he done? So Rocco is a special case and he don't do it on purpose. He doesn't do it anymore. But he does that shit. Luckily, as humans, we don't walk around peeing on the floor. Unless you're drunk. I do know some drunk people, they just pee on the sidewalks and all that stuff. But why can't we just take accountability? I think one of the biggest things that I learned from being around dogs is living in the moment. I have learned to not worry about anything. Back when I was younger and I used to live check to check and I'm like, how I'm gonna pay my bills and like, I don't worry about that shit. At the end of the day, they gonna get paid or they not gonna get paid. You know what I'm saying? It's people out here with past due ass bills, 6-7 months past due. Like, long as I ain't that, I'm gonna work it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna work it out. And I think dogs live in a moment. When they see you, just how often do you see a loved one? Or the fuck was that? How often do you see a loved one and they're just like so excited to see you? Dogs have no sense of time. We have a sense of time. Like I said, our knowledge is our weakness when it comes to things. Our knowledge is what really ruins a lot of stuff for us. Dogs have no sense of time. You'll be gone 5 minutes and you come back in the house and the dog is like, oh my God, my friend is back. Like, they have no sense of time. They do recognize when it's time to eat. They be like, hold up, I think it's time to eat. Like, they usually about an hour before they kind of be looking like, I think it's time to eat. I don't know if it's some internal clock they got going on or their stomach is empty now. Like, I don't know what that's about. But dogs live in the moment and we don't. We're always worried about what's gonna happen next. And we don't even enjoy our achievements. We don't even enjoy our achievements. We're again always looking for the next thing and what can be bigger. And it's like, okay, that's great that you accomplished the goal, right? And you want to look forward to your next goal. But how about we stop and celebrate now? And we don't stop and celebrate. And dogs are always celebrating and happy when things happen. I don't understand it. And again, it's our knowledge because we have so many different choices of food. So when you get ready to go to your favorite restaurant, you might be excited, right? But when your dog, when you go out to just a regular restaurant, you're just going to stop, get something to eat, you might not be as excited to get something. You're happy to get something to eat because you're hangry, but you're not super excited like when you go to your favorite restaurant. Every time we feed the dogs, it's like they're going to their favorite restaurant. We be like out the kitchen. They run out the kitchen. Rocco, his nails is long. He tap, 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 tap. Tara, be quiet. Tap, 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 tap. He's feet tapping. He looking, and we got like out the kitchen, and he's back, and he just like Rocco cannot contain himself. He's so excited, and I'll be like, damn, I wish I was that excited. And he eats the same thing every day, twice a day. And like, I need to learn how to be that excited just about life in general and just about waking up. Like, I have learned to be more excited about waking up and just kind of being able to do what I want to do and have the freedoms that I've had and just being here. Um, but just I sometimes just want to be excited as Rocco and Tara are when they eat. And Tara, when she runs, when we say go and she runs like a cartoon character, like like in one place she's running and she's sliding all over the kitchen floor, bumping into cabinets to get to that bowl of the same food that she eats every single day. Why can't we be that excited about things? So I think what we as people, humans, need to learn how to do is just be excited. Be excited. Celebrate our little victories, our big victories. Don't be so quick to move on to the next. Enjoy the moment. And that's in anything. If you've gotten out of a relationship, enjoy being single. Enjoy that time. Enjoy that peace of mind. Because you're getting out of a relationship probably because you didn't have peace of mind out of something. But enjoy that peace of mind. If you're dealing with a tragedy, a loss of a friendship, like sit in that moment. Think about it. And like enjoy whatever that is or just comprehend what that is a lot of times. I don't know if you want to enjoy it, getting out that relationship or that friendship, losing something. I don't know. Some people you might want to enjoy it. But we just, I think, live in the moment a little bit more. I think that's what we should learn from dogs. They're excited about the simplest things, but to them it's so big. If I grab a leash, they're like, what? We're going outside? Like in the front yard? We're going for a ride? Like they're excited. So excited about it. Rocco asked, be excited, and I ain't even taking you. I didn't even grab the leash. Why do you think you're going with me? He's like, he just automatically assumes that he's going with me sometime. No idea where that comes from. No idea where that comes from. And they're just unconditional love. You can fuss at them, pop them, beat them, all of that. They'll be sad because a lot of times they know they did some shit they shouldn't have did, but they're never gonna hate you. There's been so many instances where people, they'll have dogs and then they'll be abusing the dogs, which is horrible. Why are you abusing an animal? If you don't want the animal, take it to a shelter. There's plenty of shelters that will take care of that dog and rehabilitate that dog and train that dog and get them to a happy home. Um, but they'll abuse the dog and the dog still loves them unconditionally. Unconditionally. And I think that's what we need to do. We need to learn how to love unconditionally. Understand that people make mistakes. Understand that, everybody's not going to understand you, or everybody's not going to be the same type of person you are, communicate the way you do, or, everybody's different. And we need to still love them for being them. I see people with three-legged dogs. They love their three-legged dogs. And you know what? That dog does not recognize, I have 3 legs. That dog doesn't go to the dog park and see dogs with 4 legs and be like, oh, I'm sad, I have 3 legs. That dog is just happy to be out and turning up and having a good time. That dog is not thinking about that leg. I don't ever see a dog like looking at their leg, just, oh, I'm sad. That dog just starts running with the 3 legs they got. They work it out. And you see so many people who are physically not where they want to be or financially, and they're just sitting there wallowing in their pain or whatever the shit they're going through. Get over it. Like fight through that. Look at 3-legged dogs, dogs with twisted mouths and no teeth, like dogs that are ugly, like that have been in accidents. It's just like dogs that just have the 2 legs and the wheels in the back. Them dogs be lit. They be turned. They just be happy to be here. They just be happy to be here. And I just think we need to be happy just to be alive and be happy to still be able to enjoy the people we love and have new experiences and just that. And why don't we do that? Why don't we do that? Think about that. Why don't we do that? So why don't we start doing that? Why don't you start doing that? Like, share, subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Live in a moment. Like a dog. Like a dog.